Nestled into the heart of Dayton lays the hidden gem that matches its name. Intrigued, we set out to learn more.
The first question I really wanted to ask you is like, how many hairballs do you get? Like,
oh goodness, that's a good question. Probably a lot. No, I definitely we always joking like my whole existence is cat hair. Like I have 4 cats at home and I work at a cat cafe, so I just gave up on it. It's just cats hair all over. That's what it is. It's a small price to pay, but yeah, we do get them all on.
So, yeah, you did mention the Kickstarter. How did that start? And what was the general idea of that?
Yeah, so the owner, her name is Karen, she was the one that came up with the idea. So she started working at a local shelter here in Dayton as a marketing coordinator. And she also got into animal over her dogs. So she was like, I want to do something. And then she saw all these cat cafes popping up in the States. It all just came together. And so she was, I think it was the end of 2016 when she bought the house and started the Kickstarter. It's actually one of the biggest Kickstarters for a cat cafe ever. So that was really successful for that. I think we had about 1,000 Kickstarters that backed us, which was really great. And then it was about 1.5 years of renovations because it was a really old building from the 1800s or something. So lots of work to get it to where it is right now. And then we opened January 2nd of 2018. So a little bit over a year ago.
So can you walk us through like the adoption process?
Yeah, absolutely. So our adoption process is similar to the ones you find in other shelters in the area, so like Humane Society or SIXA. So it's an adoption counseling process. Someone fills out the application, which is on our website for Gem City Kitties, that's our nonprofit part. Fills it out, comes in, and we have a conversation with them. The main idea here is we want to make sure it's right fit. What are they looking for? Do they have other animals at home? Other cats, other dogs, whatever it is. Kind of like seeing like, is a kitten better? Is maybe an adult cat better? And then we also go over like our expectations in terms of vet care, if they're rent, we call landlord, just a few things. But again, the main idea is making the right fit. That's what it's about. Use the chance to educate people and just make sure the cat and the person is happy and is forever home and they stay there forever. That's the whole goal of this.
I was gonna ask you, how many cats do you adopt monthly?
The last year we done about 10 a month, so we had about 120 in the first year. This year, if it keeps going the way it is right now, we are averaging more towards 15 a month, which is awesome. So we've done, we're almost at 170 right now, and it was at like a little over a year. So I would say about 10 to 15 a month is a good average to put at.
Do you ever see like the photos, videos from like the previous owners?
Yeah, so we do. What we do anyways for everyone is follow-up. So we send out shortly after adoption and a year out, just follow-up, say, how are you doing? Do you need any help? So other people respond to those. But we have lots of our kitties have their own Instagram actually. So that's lots of fun. We all follow that, of course. And it's awesome to see like how much love they get and like they're like cherished family members. And we're happy that our adopters follow up with us because it's our baby, so we want to see how they're doing in their new homes.
What kind of enrichments do you have?
So the whole layout of this cat lounge is made to provide them the most enrichment possible. So we have a lot of vertical spaces, shelves, the Red State flyer, Red Brothers flyer, then cat treats of course, but we also have a cat enrichment person she has her own business. She comes in and helps us, so we do clicker training. When our staff members have some free time, they come in here, give them some treats, give them some love and play with them. But it definitely helps with all the different people coming in and out. They provide enrichment too because it's a variety of people. They play with them, they cuddle them. So we try definitely our best to keep them happy and entertained.
So what do you do if the cat isn't adjusting well to the lounge? Yeah,
so we've had that before, especially in the beginning when we had a learning phase, kind of like what kind of cats do well in this kind of setting. We help them. As I said, over the enrichment, the clicker training is a great way to provide comfort and confidence to a cat. So we've done that, and some cats just need time, and that's totally fair. Some cats will be hiding in our basement where they're like by themselves, no person can go there except for staff. Some will hide there for a day or two, and in the slower time, sometimes we bring them up, treat them, click them. When they're up here, just show them, hey, this is fine, there's no danger here. But we've had cats that just, they couldn't get adjusted, that have been here 3 weeks and more, and they just would hide downstairs on the HVAC, on the something. So those we, since we work with shelters where we pull the cats from, we have the agreement with them. If the cat really does not work out in terms of that it's just not being seen here, we bring them back to that shelter. It's because if they're not being seen, they don't have a chance to get adopted. So we do try a lot. It hasn't happened a lot, but it has happened, of course. It just didn't work out. It was not the right setting. It needs a special kind of cat for a cat cafe. They need to be confident, outgoing, love people. Otherwise, they will not be happy here. Right now, I think we're all on this regular just dry food, nothing specific about it. We've had cats before that had to have special food that helps prevent crystal buildup in their urine, because one of our kitties, he had was prone to get those, and that it causes blockages. So sometimes that happens, or we've had some kitties that were a little bit too chunky, so they were on like weight management food. That does happen sometimes. That's why we don't open feed a lot too, because it helps us control how much they eat. And especially if someone is on a special diet, that they don't eat the regular food. So we feed them in the kennel that we have downstairs where they are overnight, just for their safety. And then that way we make sure they eat what they're supposed to eat, just for their own health.
Do you have any like seasonal things you were looking for or anything like that?
So we'll be working on our spring menu here soon. We're hoping to probably have it out end of the month, beginning of next month. We're definitely going to bring back our lavender latte. It was some flavor we had last year that was really popular. We're definitely going to change it to a spring cocktail menu. We only serve vegan and vegetarian food options. We will never serve any meat during events or anything like that, just for animal welfare purposes. So, and the vegan aspect is really important. A lot of people have the misconception about allergies. So they're like, oh, I can't go to the cafe, I have a cat allergy. So the nice thing is our air system and the cat lounge is completely separate from the rest of the building. So even if you have allergies, you can watch the cats through the glass. They're not all over the building. They're not like running around on the coffee or on the food. They're in a separate area with a separate air system. So you can come, just have a coffee, hang out upstairs. A lot of people work here on a regular basis. Like just bring their laptop, pop it open and work. So if you don't want to get involved with the cat part of this, just you view it as a regular coffee shop where you can hang out and work. Sometimes just take a break, check out the kitties, and then go back to work.
If a cat was raised in outside and that's all they knew, you like neuter them and then you would release them back to where they're comfortable.
So so our stance on that is very clear. Like trap, neuter, return. Like it was an emphasis on return where to get them from. If the cat looks well fed and healthy, get them fixed and put them back where they are. They are completely happy. They do not want to be inside. And that's a common misconception that people think, oh, I can bring it to a shelter and then they will be so much more happy. No, this cat, if they lived outside their whole life, they will be miserable in home. So that's what we definitely, but there are so many cats in shelters that cannot live outside for the health, or kittens that have been separated from their mom or something. Yes, please bring those into a shelter. They need the help. But those tomcats out there, they're fine. Our mission is to foster good relationships with cats. That's one of the main things, to make sure that people have misconceptions about cats still. Like, they're not good animals. They're like not good, like not dogs are better or something like that. And so we just want to try to give a non-committal way of interacting with cats and see how great they are and how much fun they are. And of course, the helping with the cat overpopulation. That's why we do have our trap and neuter return certifications every month that everyone can attend for free, where we just go over local resources, how to trap cats. We have traps here and rent out. We work with the Humane Society to offer free surgeries, still something that works, but that's going to be coming up for everyone who took our classes, because we want to help get the overpopulation down and get Dayton and the States to a no-kill community. So that's one of our main things here we want to help with.
So what are you guys looking forward to in like 10 years? What do you think you're going to be?
Hopefully still here. But I mean, one of our main missions, I think, is to help with the cat overpopulation. I think that was like one of the things that the owner she saw. There are a lot of stray cats in this area, but in the States in general, it's a big problem. So one of our main missions is to help with that. So hopefully eventually the United States will be a no-kill country. That would be the ultimate goal. But if we can just help a little bit with that, we do a regular education about that. So we hope we can expand on that, educate more about trap, neuter, return, about any enrichment, what is a cat, how important it is, community cats, all those things. If we can make just a little dent in that and help bring that forward and help bring a no-kill society together, then we have fulfilled our mission and our goals. So hopefully in 10 years we're still here and we're actively working on those things. And with all the shelters in the area, we firmly believe that this is something we have to do together. It's the community, but all the shelters, they have to work together to make this work. So hopefully we have a even better, I mean, we already have a great community of animal welfare here, but hopefully we can strengthen that even more.